Hello, welcome back to the Reading Mama. My name is Heather, and today I thought I'd share an August TBR, so to speak. I'm going to share all the different challenges I'm doing for August and share some of the books. And at the end of the video, I have a big announcement, so make sure you stick around to the end. So first up, I'm doing Chantel Reads All Day, Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. And the prompt for August is to read something with water in the cover. Well, it says Ocean of Ink by A.R. Cottonwell. So I read the spinoff of this, which was phenomenal. So I'm going to go back and read the original duology. And I am very much looking forward to going back into the world of, I don't even remember what the world's called. What is the world called? The Seven Havens. And so, it's a YA romantic-y kind of thing going on. It's a duology. I have both Tides of Secret, so both would work for a water prompt. So we'll see how I do with that. Then for Alma's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, which I'll pop up here, her prompt for August, I can't remember what month we're going into, is historical fantasy. So you're going to have some kind of historical fiction that is fantastical. And I'm going to read Rune by Victoria McCubbs. I don't know if that'll actually count, but I do know that it is a fantasy novel that I want to read and is sitting on my shelf. And it has all the historical Norse mythology in it. So it's at the very end, but nothing in Asgard is what it seems. Rune can only hope to be long gone before it all crashes down. So we've got Asgard. That's historical enough for me. and then for me, I have my perfect pairs where I'm reading a fiction and a nonfiction, and I'm really hoping to finish Count of Monte Cristo. I have it all the way up on the top shelf, so I'm not going to grab it right now, but it is so big, and I am 85% through. I want to do the rest audio if I can, because it's heavy and it's awkward to hold, because it's over 1,000 pages, and I really want to know what's going to happen, even though I know what's going to happen. But it is one of those you have to really get into. And then the classic I'm pairing with it, the nonfiction I'm pairing with it, is How Should We Then Live, which is also, ironically, difficult to get through. And it's very interesting, just not what I thought. It's kind of like Count of Monte Cristo. I mean, there's so many similarities, but we're traveling through time, looking at history of art, and the impact of Christian life and how that, I don't know how to explain. It says the rise and decline of Western thought and culture, but it's through a Christian lens, because Francis Schaeffer is a Christian. I agree with a lot of what he says. I don't agree with everything he says. It's very hard to get through. Chantel and I were doing it as a buddy challenge, and I fell off the bandwagon. So hopefully I will finish that this month. And then let's see here. So for Chantel's Indie Book Club Challenge, let me grab it. Can you tell I love my new shelf? We're supposed to read Suspended in the Stars. I know nothing about it. E.A. Hendricks. It's I like the colors on the cover. I don't like people on my covers, but you know, hey. And so all I know is it's a sci-fi, and that's all I'm gonna look up. I'm not even gonna find out about it. Obviously got a romance thing going on. And it's an indie author, so hopefully I will get that. So that is all of my challenges that I normally do. There's other things that I like to read, and I'm gonna try to finish Chantel's Passport Challenge. I still have to read something with wildlife on it, something set in summer, something in the country. Do I have any others on here? Something with wings on the cover. So yeah, there's a couple things I need to do there. Some of these are gonna be big books that I hopefully will get to for Big Book Summer. Maybe for Wings on the Cover, I'll get around to Dawn of Doves by Abigail Breyer. I would really like to finish this. It's the last of the series that she has out available. Her next books, I know she's working on them. But this is a YA fantasy, and I read book 1 and book 1.5, the like in between. And so I'd really like to read that. I mean, Dawn of Doves, it's got wings on the cover. So maybe I can read that, and it is definitely a big book. Which is why it's not been picked up just yet. But I did enjoy this series. I'll put that away right in a minute. And so hopefully I'll get to that. I've already read 10 big books this summer, so I'm not like super worried about it, because I'm not trying to win anything. I'm just doing it for fun. And then I also am going to hopefully read the 4th book. This is not it. Liberated, when it comes out August 8th. So that's on my purchase list for this month. And I think I only have 2 books that I'm hoping to purchase this month. So all of that, and then I have other books that I'm just kind of ongoing, and those are going to be, that's fine. I'm not even going to worry about them. But I am going to do, Jane at Jeanette Reads and Caitlin at Chronicles of a Book Nerd are doing Keep Me in Suspense Read Athon. And so I'll put that right there for you. And I'm going to try to go through those. So I have a couple of ideas. Whoops, that was loud. I'm going to read a favorite author is, I was going to read a Christy Barrett book, which I have, so that's exciting. Then you're supposed to have a mystery or suspense. That could also be Inheritance Games that's been sitting on my shelf for a while. A book you own, any of those would be a book I own, or any of the other books I own. Then it was a reread. That one I may or may not get to. Maybe I'll do a reread of Agatha Christie or something like that. I don't know. I'm supposed to do a reread. It says in a series. That's several. And then I have, like, with a law enforcement officer. So I have the first book in this series. Or no, wait, this is the first one. I don't know. The numbers aren't adding up. But there's another book in this National Park series called, I'm looking at my computer, When Stone Wings Fly. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, except that I'm really loving Karen Burnett's National Park series. I love national parks. There's usually a park officer, so that's my law enforcement person. Their dual timeline. There's a mystery, romance. It's got it all, and it's clean Christian, so I enjoy that. And then a book under 250 pages. That might be tricky. How many are these books? I don't know. What is this? There's no page numbers. What? Oh, preview. 287. So I have other suspense books that are sitting on my shelf. This is from library. So I have The Naturals, which I'd like to start. I have my first Lynette Eason books, When the Smoke Clears, about smoke jumpers. And I just know it's a suspense novel, so that's an option. And then I'm working on this one currently, so hopefully I can get the second one from the library, Prowl, and read it, because I love the Colleen Coble books and I like reading the whole series. So all of those, other than the 250, under 250 pages, that one I might struggle with. I do have some shorties here for Shorty September, but they're not suspenseful. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that one, because like I said, I'm doing it just for fun. So if you have some good suspense books that are less than 250 pages, let me know. They don't have to be suspense. It's just anything under 250. But those are kind of what I'm looking at for suspense. So I tried to grab all books that were kind of suspenseful, or, they were mystery of some sort to do for the Suspense Read-a-thon. We'll see. All of this is tentative because we are getting ready to start school in a week from Monday. And so, how much I read physical books could vastly change. Sometimes I try to find them on audio if I already have the book, and it's just, the book is like the placeholder to remind me. If I own it, I try to actually read the book, because why else? I know some people have trophy books. I don't like to do that though. Though Count of Monte Cristo is kind of half and half. But that's what I have going on for August. I know that there is a Prairie Read-a-thon. There's a lot of other readathons going on. Find one that works for you. This is what suspense is what I can do, and then my ongoing ones. That's what I'm committing to for this month, because I have another announcement. We are expecting another child. If you know, I have 8 kids. I am very early in the first trimester, but I am over 40. So please, prayers are appreciated, because, it's going to be high risk, all that, because of my age. And, but we're very excited to be welcoming another baby next March. But I am early enough in the first trimester that all the symptoms haven't kicked in quite yet. And I have never not had morning sickness and things like that. So I'm like in the countdown mode to when that's going to kick in. So all of that. But we are very excited to be having another baby. But that will change how much I can get done all the time, because exhaustion has already hit in. So yes. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it in this video, give me a summer emoji, or if you want to celebrate the baby, give me a celebrate emoji. And thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.